hope that that again is straight. Hi, Taurus-Geminis. Welcome to your Timeless Love Tarot reading here. My name is Gabrielle, and you are tuned in to Cusp of Roses, where we do timeless general tarot readings for all 12 cusp zodiac signs every new and full moon and every zodiac season for the time being. All right, welcome to all those who have been tuning in, hanging out with me for a while now, and have subscribed. And welcome to all the newbies. All right, I hope you guys enjoy this reading. And if you do, make sure you do hit that subscribe button so that you can tune into my upcoming live tarot readings. I will get the remainder of the love series readings posted probably after I do this reading and the extended later tonight. And then we'll get into the moon energy and then the new season energy and so on and so forth. All right. So I hope to see you guys in future videos. But thank you for being here with me in this moment. Hi, Aurora. Welcome back. Oh, it is so good to see you, love. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I hope all is well and all has been well. All right. Hi, Estrella. Thanks for being here, love. Thank you, thank you. Good to see you. All right, I am going to go ahead and quickly smudge the space just a wee bit here, okay? And then with my smudge spray. And then we're going to get your incense lit, Taurus Gemini. I, for some reason, feel like I'm a little torn, honestly, as I was kind of channeling your energy and really trying to tap into you guys. I was a little torn between the throat and the third eye chakra for you. I'm really leaning towards the throat chakra, so I might go ahead and just do that as the incense we're going to light here for this portion of your reading. Now let me see if I can find it. Yep. Here we go. All right, and then we're going to sound my singing bowl 1 to 3 times, depending on how I intuitively feel guided to. All right, and then we are going to get into the channeled messages, Taurus Gemini, and then we'll see what the cards have to say. But go ahead and get started on whatever grounding and gratitude practice feels right and best for you in this moment. And then we'll see what you guys got going on. Now, here's the thing. I just had my lighter, and now it has mystically and magically disappeared off my desk here. Where, oh, there you go. All right, it must have fallen. I was about to say, now I know I put my eyes on everything I need before I get started, but here we go, all right? Feel free to do whatever breath work, especially if the throat chakra has been a bit of an issue. Try to do some deep breathing here, Taurus Gemini, or whatever feels right. All right, Taurus Gemini, let's get into it. Again, I do hope that this live finds you all well and in good spirits. It's so interesting now that we've done our little bit of meditation here. Hold on. This little hump is just irking my soul in this cloth. Hold on. All right. Now that we've done our meditation, and again, I was kind of torn between the throat and the third eye chakra for you. as far as where I was feeling your energy the most. And I am hearing the word bridging, 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 bridging. So you might be bridging any gaps or any disconnects between your third eye sight and your throat chakra, your ability to command, to speak, to say. Okay. Whether it's been difficult here, Taurus Gemini, to speak on what your intuition is telling you, it's almost like you're getting clear insight through your third eye, but articulating it and saying it or calling something like it is. Oh, and I just said to someone's face is what I just heard. So maybe there's a little bit of like wanting to bite the tongue a bit with whomever you're dealing with here, Taurus Gemini. Now, mind you, collective, love energy. Yes, we are focused here on love and romance. But love can also be clearly between friends, between family members. Love can also be a relationship with your career, your daily work, okay? Your soul work, your earthly work, okay? The work you do to pay the bills, whatever, all right? Your work environment. So just keep that all in mind. And remember, this is timeless. And all readings, in my opinion, but specifically here on my channel, are meant to be used as a tool to sharpen your own intuition, okay? So mind you, this is timeless. Like I'll say 1,000 times. You had timing issues. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. But messages that come forward now in this particular reading might not be for you in this very moment. They could be for you a couple months down the line. That is very, very common and very typical here on my channel, okay? I see all your guys' comments on my later videos, like, oh my gosh, this resonates with me now, from months ago, years ago, okay? So just be mindful of that. Only truly take what resonates with you in this moment and leave the rest. And if it's meant to find you again, this video will repopulate in your feed. And go ahead and give it another watch, okay? Because I guarantee you, you've probably shifted energies and something that I'll say in this reading might click with you then. Let's talk about timing issues. Sometimes it can be the right person, but the wrong time. Timing is essential here in this connection. Be patient and see what unfolds during this season. That's the biting of the tongue. It's like your intuition or you're seeing something very clearly through your third eye, but the throat is having a bit of a difficulty saying it or calling someone out. This is someone that you are in a face-to-face relationship with or have some sort of physical contact or physical bond with, all right? You're either seeing that it's not the right time to do something. You're either seeing that the timing between you and this person is just off in general, like they're not your person. It's not necessarily meant to be. But again, interesting that this particular card says, be patient and see what unfolds during this season. And often we have relationships, partners, soulmates for a season and a reason. And I think the divine is trying to give you insight as to what the reason is for this season with this person. So maybe this person on the other end of this connection is thinking that this is a forever thing. This is going to be it for them. You know, like they're thinking very long term. And I almost feel like you're getting short-term memory in the third eye. Short-term memory in the third eye. Okay, maybe some of you guys have short-term memory I don't want to say issues, but something about your short-term memory, maybe like ADHD. I'm not a doctor, I'm not trying to diagnose anyone, but I kind of get like quick switches. Ooh, yeah, throat chakra, my loves. Okay, but quick switches in the mind. And what I mean by that is like you can be focused on one thing and then immediately go to something different and almost forget the first thing that you were focused on. Like distractions. Oh, okay. That's why. Thank you, Divine. So the Divine was showing me that because whomever you're in this connection with now, Taurus Gemini, is just a distraction. And maybe that's what you're kind of coming to terms with spiritually through the third eye, like you're seeing it as that. But being able to articulate it to this person, especially because I feel like you and this person aren't on the same page about where this relationship is going. It's like, although spirit is giving you that insight, they are wanting you to be patient. So don't be too quick to say something to this person, because there is a reason and a purpose why you two are connecting in this moment and or in this season with each other. But the season will end. So I would say do your best to not get too attached to this person. But here's the thing, Taurus-Gemini, I don't really feel like you are attached to this person. I don't feel that. I feel them being attached to you, but I don't think you're really attached to them. So we'll keep going. We'll see. Thank you, Divine. Okay, what else? What else do I need to know prior to this reading? I just heard, here comes the noise. Here comes the noise. Fate. Okay. Okay. So fate, for those of you that might be new, and this is my opinion, this might not be how everyone else sees fate and destiny, but for me, your fate is a sum of your choices, your free will choices. What's fated to be is what you ultimately choose, or what you have a predisposition to choose to lean towards, right? To gravitate to. Fate. Destiny is something that is ordained by the divine. It is something that is in the, almost like the undertone, meaning it will always be your destination regardless of the choices that you make. But how you fulfill that destined path or that destiny will look different and will shift based on the fate, based on the choices that you make. Like I always give the example, let's say you're a gifted writer, okay? And you're destined to be a very famous, very well-known, iconically canon, written for hundreds of years. People will know your work. That's a part of your destiny. But in order to be such a prolific writer, right, it would be fate that you would either be sometimes riddled with different ailments, anxiety, depression, alcoholism, like just different vices to cope with. I almost wanted to say the artistic expression. It's like classic genius before your time type of vibe, right? I don't know if I'm explaining that right, but I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Like, because there is so much felt and so much that needs to be expressed, it would be fated, right? Or fate would have it that you might be more prone to have addictions or, coping mechanisms that numb the feelings because they're so intense, but you're expressing them, like that type of thing. More inclined to have vices. I hope y'all see where I'm coming from with that. But fate here, in life and love, things may not always be clear, make sense, or seem to be going our way. But what is meant to be will be. Choose peace as you navigate life. So some of you are also biting the tongue a little bit because it's a choice of peace over chaos. Here comes the noise. That's what that was. It's almost like you don't want to hear this person's mouth. Like if you were to either call them out, because here's what I can't get away from, Taurus-Gemini, you see them very clearly through the third eye. Or the divine is giving you clear vision of what's going on in this connection. Something isn't genuine. Something isn't fully... something's a facade. And I hate to say it. And again, this is not somebody that you have a non-physical connection. You guys have never touched. You have never been around each other. You've never been face to face. This is not who we're talking about. We're talking about somebody who is in your face, quite literally. That you have a physical connection day in to day out, or physical access to. Okay, I feel like I have to clarify that. And similar, yeah, that's what you want to avoid. Thank you, Divine. So let's just talk about this and then we'll get some direct energies. Disharmony at the bottom of the deck says there seems to be some disconnect. Use this time to address any issues to restore harmony in this relationship. Here's the thing. The attempt to restore harmony, or what you would perceive to be the route to restore some sort of balance between you and this person, you're seeing through the third eye, is going to cause more chaos. So you are biting your tongue and you are holding back what you really want to say. And I just heard evidence until there's maybe more solid evidence around what the divine is giving you through the third eye. So that's why the divine would say choose peace, because what's meant to be will be. If this person is meant to, I don't know why they're giving it to me like, well, I got to stop saying that. They're clearly giving it to me in this way for a reason for someone out there. It's almost like, let's say in the third eye, and maybe even through the dream space, you're seeing this person cheating on you, stepping out of the relationship, entertaining other people, not really liking you, talking bad about you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, though, that's the premonition, that's the dreams, that's what's coming through the intuition. Like they're faking in front of you, faking like they like you, faking like they want to be with you in some sort of way, faking their interest in connecting with you or what it is that they truly want. You see that through your third eye, and you might want to quickly say something about it. But the divine is saying there's a season here. Something has to play out. So if they are meant to actually fuck up here, excuse my French, but if they're meant to do something that would tear you and them apart or ruin the relationship, it's going to happen. What's meant to be will be. So you could be dealing with someone here, Taurus Gemini, who is like a serial cheater, or I just heard relapse. So maybe they do have addictions, because it's, I went into that spiel earlier for a reason. Clearly, maybe that is something that's like a deal breaker for you, or it's kind of like, all right, like we'll be together, but you have to get off of this, or you need to stop drinking, or you got to stop doing this, that, and the third. You got to be faithful, whatever. And it's like, they might be putting on a face or this kind of mask of, yeah, no, I got it. Yep, not doing anything. But behind closed doors, I don't feel like they're being honest, and or they're not clean, or you know what I mean? Like something's just not right. And I think you're starting to feel that and sense that through the third eye. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's what that is. So the divine just wants you to be patient, because I feel like if you were to say something now, it might, I just heard, throw a monkey wrench in how the divine wants this to all play out. So again, with this being a season, this will be an ending. You and this person will have to part ways. But how that parting of ways happens is fated. Like there's something very crucial about how this goes down in order to either, oh, okay, I'm hearing things really, really loud, either to free you from something, wash you clean of something, purify or cleanse you of something, or of this person. Like it has to go down a certain way. And if you say something too soon, it might prolong that process, or it might, yeah, I just heard adding time. It will add time onto something that is meant to end. So you are having disharmony with someone for a reason. And fate is at play here. So choose peace. You be at peace, you stay still in your peace, and let it unfold the way it needs to. So it's almost like this person will end up sabotaging it regardless. But if you say something, they're going to then clean up their act and kind of be on P's and Q's and then prolong this a couple more months down the line. Do you see what I'm saying? But that might actually disrupt what is a couple months down the line for you, Taurus Gemini. So that's a very interesting message. Yeah, yeah. It's like Spirit wants you to keep quiet. They're showing it to you so that you understand, but it's not meant for you to say. It's not meant for you to try to call out, because calling it out will keep this person connected to you for longer than they need to. Okay. Oh boy. Hi, Letitia. Latasha? No, not Latasha. It's Letitia. I see the I. Hi, love. Thank you for being here. All right. Okay, so pretty clear channeled messages there for you, Taurus Gemini. Let's get into the direct energies. Thank you so much, Divine, for connecting me here to Taurus Gemini cusp collective of energy. My Taurus ecstasy wanted to come out. My Taurus Gemini placements out there, and my soul tribe just tuning in and hanging out with me in this moment. What do they need to know regarding love and romance in the now moment? Love, relationships, and romance. What do they need to be aware of? Taurus Gemini need to be aware of when it comes to love and romance, Divine. Whoa. Yeah, it's just going to be one of those readings. You got checkpoint at the bottom. And Divergent Dreams flew almost halfway across the floor. Your dream relationship and dream life is not in harmony or in balance with this person's dream relationship or dream life. Yet, something about it makes you guys want to figure it out or work it out or stick together or stay connected. Opposing career aspirations or dreams may be pulling you and your person in opposite directions. This may require a heart-to-heart conversation, checkpoint, okay, on how this affects the connection. You both want different things. And I would not advise you to try to force someone here, Taurus Gemini, to want what you want, or to allow someone to persuade you to want what they want. This is the time to check in with your partner to ensure you both have a common understanding on where this connection is going. And I think that's what I mean. The understanding isn't common. It's not on the same page. One person wants one thing, the other wants something totally different. And they're not, how they're showing it to me, it's literally like they repel each other. The wants repel. So there's no real space to meet at in the middle. And I think that's what's unfortunate about the situation. Which would tell me here, Taurus Gemini, like this would be a soulmate connection, a relationship, maybe that's even a friendship for some of y'all, that is set up for both of you to learn how to choose yourself. So you would circle around each other, come back together. This could have been something that was like on and off and on and off and on and off. Because at the end of the day, you guys just couldn't agree on how to move forward or where this relationship was going. You both wanted to take different routes. But ultimately, that is the lesson in choose your route, regardless of what someone else wants or needs. And again, I know that that might sound a little selfish, but sacrificing your happiness for someone else's happiness is never healthy. And there are too many people in the world, Taurus Gemini, for you to settle for someone who doesn't want the same things that you want. Because here's the thing, I think this is where a lot of us, regardless of gender, hit that kind of wall around, I can change them. Maybe I can convince them. Maybe if they see how great this path is, they'll learn to love it. No. Not without causing damage to the other person. No. Because what you'll set up for yourself, Taurus Gemini, is someone who will always be dissatisfied. Or whatever is that path, it will never be enough to fulfill them. And then you do, especially if there is some sort of like serial cheating or something like that. Like that's forcing somebody to do something that they don't want to do or take a path they really don't want to take isn't going to bring them closer to you. It's going to give them more doors to open towards other things that they do feel resonance with. And unfortunately, you're just going to be on the sideline of that. So this is a lesson in choosing yourself, choosing your dream. And your dream is your dream, Taurus Gemini. It's not anyone else's. It's yours to own. What's meant to be will be. Okay? So tell me more. Tell me more about this energy here for Taurus Gemini Divine. Words of affirmation in sisterhood, okay? That's what I said. For some of you guys, this could be family. And here's the thing. Oh, okay. Thank you, Divine. For some of you, let's say all that I just explained about, you know, not sacrificing your happiness, soul ties. Yeah. You clearly have a soul tie with this person. Now, I did hear trauma bond after I said that. So that could be the soul tie. Neither here nor there. But someone could not understand that concept fully just yet of you can't make people enjoy something that they don't really want to enjoy. You can't convince people to adhere to your dreams if they do not want to, if they're not open to it. Like, you could be dealing with someone here, Taurus Gemini, who wholeheartedly believes that they can make you like or make you receive or be open to how they want something to go between you two. And it's like, and in one aspect, yes, it is this person attempting to kind of fight for you, like they want this relationship. But in the other aspect, they are somewhat ignoring your wants. It's almost kind of like, give up your dreams, Taurus Gemini, to go live mine out with me. So there's a power struggle here. There's a power struggle here. Words of affirmation says, never be afraid to express your true feelings with the one you love. Seize the opportunity to let someone know that they are missed or loved. This may be your or your person's love language. It's almost like with the divergent dreams, let's say this is, again, career aspirations that pull you and this person apart. Meaning you have to be on one side of the coast or on one side of the city or one side of wherever you're at. And this person has to be on the complete other or in a whole other area of the world to pursue the dream. And they're saying, well, I'll call you every day. I'll text you. I'll send you this. I'll do all of that. And although, yes, that might be helpful, or, you know, it is, I almost want to say that it's noble, but it's not enough. And I think that's what's tripping your tongue up. It's like you kind of want to say that. It's just not enough. But don't know how, and or might be worried about how this person would receive that information, that this isn't going to go anywhere beyond what it has already. And or your love language might be very different, Taurus Gemini. You might need the physical. And so not having this person around physically, words won't do. I mean, take it only as it resonates, okay? Sisterhood says the value of true sisterhood is priceless. The support and guidance of someone's sister or female friend, whether physically or spiritually, should be considered. So whether you're getting that kind of sisterly energy here with me through this reading, possibly, or you've already had some sort of conversation with a a feminine energy around you or close to you, someone you maybe view as a sister who is your actual sister, okay, or sister friend, about these divergent dreams and what you're honestly feeling. So again, maybe it's I get choked up when I need to say it to this person, but I can clearly say it to my friends, to my family, to whoever might listen. I can articulate it then, but when I'm in this person's face or like when we're together, it's just like ice cube in the throat. Like it's just like I can't come off of it. And I can't get away from this, Taurus Gemini. Your soul knows. Your spirit is talking to you. I am talking to a group of Taurus Geminis where you are clearly hearing your spirit say, no, this isn't going to work for me. This isn't for me. This isn't what I need. This isn't going anywhere. I need to let this go. It's kind of like what your soul is telling even me. But again, I just think it's having to communicate that to this person. There could be timing around it. Okay, now some of you guys might be dealing with someone who is having a lot of major shifts in their life, and it almost feels like abandonment. Like you don't want to cut things off with them and have them feel like you abandon them in their moment of need or in their moment of despair or amid all of these shifts and these changes in their life. So it's like there's a little bit of wanting to hold this person down a little bit. Here's what I'll say about that. Again, so there is just this sense of nobility between you and this person. You both want to do right by one another, which I think is beautiful. I really do. I don't feel malice. I don't feel like, regardless of the history, I don't think you want to hurt each other. I just think that you might run the risk here, Taurus Gemini, of giving off signals that just heard ride or die, giving off signals that you're ride or die, that, you know what I mean? Like you're going to be there through thick and thin, when that's not really what you are or what you are on when it comes to this person. And it's almost like giving a false impression. And that could cause more damage down the road, especially when this season comes to an end. Because again, I feel that very strongly. It is meant to. It's absolutely meant to. Like this person might be talking about marrying you and having forever and like, oh, we're going to do this. And it's like hearing it is like, ooh, it's making it hard. It's making it hard because I just don't feel like you feel the same. And I just heard relatively new. So that's not something that I think is like always been in your energy when it comes to this person, Taurus Gemini. It feels like this is a relatively new awareness that you're stepping into. And or whatever career opportunity is relatively new. So it changes things in a way that I don't even think you expected. And I am seeing the Tower card in my mind's eye. So it's like, it's a tower coming. It is. And what I think is hard for you to maybe deal with in this moment is you know it's coming and this person doesn't see it. And that's why the divine is almost kind of saying timing is key. Like there's a time to say, there's a time to do all of this, or that's what your soul is kind of giving you, to ensure that this tower moment happens as clean as possible. There's no residue. Or again, there's no delay. Or because the tower is divine intervention, when the divine shows up to end this season, that you and this person are technically in the right position for that. If something happens too soon or something is said too soon or done too soon, then it puts you in the wrong place in the tower. It could put you in danger, right? It's almost like the divine is saying, stand right here in this corner of that room at this time and at this day, And when the tower falls, nothing will fall on you. But if you're in another room in the middle of the floor at a different time of the day, you might get caught under some rubble. Yeah? Okay. Soul tie says an unexplicable, powerful, emotional, there you go, emotional bond to someone may be at play here. Be mindful of who you are connecting to as it goes beyond the surface. There's an emotional tie here. That's what I mean, trauma bond. Whether, now when I say trauma bond, there's a lot of things that can be considered trauma, okay? This person, and they're giving me this example, this person cheating on you several times and you being really upset, that could be what's bonding you to this person. Like wanting to stay connected to them so that they can heal the hurt that they gave you. Or that they can make something better, or that they can fix it. Where in All in Love, Taurus-Gemini, the person that gives you the poison can't be the same person that heals you. It's kind of using them as an excuse to not heal yourself or find healing through different mediums and different avenues. But waiting for this person to give you the salve that you need for whatever wound has you emotionally connected to them is ultimately what's the strongest energy here between you and this person. So have you, or maybe if you were to begin your healing journey around this wound now, for some of you, this is a wound that maybe this person didn't give you. It's much deeper, maybe embedded in your inner child, but you're looking to them from that inner child lens as someone who can heal you. That's again, emotionally bonding through your trauma. Maybe you and this person even had similar upbringings, and that's where it's like, okay, well, we can make each other better. But there's something here that says that that's not right, or that's not what's fated, and that's not what's meant to be. Okay. All right, Taurus-Gemini. Be mindful. Okay. Listen to your... That could also be the bond. There could be some sort of sexual tie here as well. Ooh, and there's so much tension in this deck. Oh boy. All right. Let's get a little deeper here with the tarot. Thank you so much, Divine. Tell me more about divergent dreams, words of affirmation, and sisterhood here for Taurus-Gemini when it comes to love and romance. What are these divergent dreams? What is important about these words of affirmation and this sisterly influence? Okay, what are the divergent dreams here? Two of Pentacles. Whether this dream or career aspiration takes a lot of time, a lot of focus away from the connection. Someone could be experiencing like an uptick, an upswing in their career, and it's like they kind of have to strike while the iron is hot. Or someone just doesn't believe that they'll be able to balance pursuing this dream and maintaining the connection, because again, someone might believe that words of affirmation is all that's needed. Like, just trust what I'm saying. And someone's like, no, I have to see you doing, or it's another love language that's needed. That seemingly is not available here, or isn't really. I just saw the Six of Cups. So strong soul tie. Seemingly not available, but right, the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands would say there's a lot to carry, there's a lot to do, there's a lot of tasks, there's a lot of distraction. and again, away from this connection. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Ten of Wands says that it's important to see something through to the end. Carrying a lot of responsibility. So this would also maybe be a situation where someone's pursuit of their dreams puts a lot of the relationship responsibility or whatever you might have tied in with this person on the other person's shoulders. It's so interesting. I just was looking at the Two of Pentacles and I heard trying to rub two pennies together. So this could be somebody starting a new endeavor, starting their own business, becoming an entrepreneur, like, and that takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of focus. It takes a lot of blood, sweat, tears, energy, right? It is going to take you away from your loved one sometimes, depending on the level of work that you're putting into it or what's needed and necessary to get this off the ground. But that again puts the weight of maintaining the connection on someone else's shoulders. Okay, tell me more about the Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands for divergent dreams. King of Pentacles. Okay, so you could be dealing with another Taurus. This could tell me that it is you, Taurus-Gemini, that has this dream that you feel wants to create itself, wants to be manifested, wants to be realized. And that you got to put your focus on these two pennies you're trying to rub together to make something happen. And having to maybe maintain this connection feels more of a burden than it does a support. And that's definitely a painful realization that, again, yeah, Five of Cups, something has to spill out or spill over within this situation. What's the energy between divergent dreams and words of affirmation? Divine, thank you. Ten of Swords, Gemini energy, yeah. There you are. Two tens, which again points to an ending, something completing a cycle with this person. And you got the King of Wands here. And you got the Four of Pentacles. Tell me more about the Four of Pentacles before I say something here, Divine. Tell me more. Clarify this Four of Pentacles for words of affirmation. It's kind of giving the energy of it's not enough. Yeah, it's not enough to make someone take a risk. Five of Wands, right? And the Emperor. This is what I mean. Someone's trying to get the other person out of their comfort zone to try to fight for this connection. The Emperor, but it's out of wanting things their way. Tell me more about the Four of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. Yeah, this deck is tight. Yeah, this is clearly a very touchy situation here, Taurus, Gemini, and I'm sending you so much love, right? A lot of courage and a lot of peace to try to navigate your way through this best as possible. Queen of Swords, right? Like that's what I'm trying to say. Eventually something will have to be said. Eventually the judgment will have to be out. Meaning, this is what I feel. This is how I think about this. This is what I like. This is what I don't like. Whatever, right? This is how I want it to go. This is how I see it. Queen of Swords. Someone's not willing to give in the way that the other person maybe wants them to. Like, again, why won't you fight? Why won't you fight? And someone's like, no, I'm going to save my energy, my time, and my focus for these two, again, these two pennies I'm trying to rub together. Now, Queen of Swords with words of affirmation is a very interesting combination, because typically we like to believe that the Queen of Swords is not a very gentle energy when she is communicating. It's Libra Scorpio energy for me as a reader. A lower many version of the Justice card. This could also, either this is this person, maybe you're dealing with a Libra, Scorpio here, Taurus, Gemini, or someone who has strong Libra or Scorpio in their chart. They could also have some Leo. There could also be Capricorn there, maybe a little Sagittarius, maybe even Gemini along with you, okay? I feel like you're the Ten of Swords, to be quite honest. I feel like you're the King of Pentacles regardless of gender, and you're in the Ten of Swords, and this person that you're with is the Queen of Swords. They're asking you and wondering why you're not coming up off the Four of Pentacles with them. And it's causing tension. That's why my deck is so tight. Like, it's so chunky. Like, look at how it's like separating. My deck has never done that. Like, look at that. Usually I can spread it, but it's so chunked up that there's a lot of tension. And I feel like it's this Queen of Swords that's starting it, or that's holding the tension, or kind of being a bit combative. Oh, they just told me the Queen of Swords put these 10 swords here. So that's why I was like, interestingly, the Queen of Swords with words of affirmation is almost like polar opposites. Maybe this Queen of Swords thinks that they're giving you words of affirmation, but it's actually pain. Like, it's sharp. This person, they're giving me the word crass. They're just a little crass in how they communicate. And it's maybe this sisterly energy that's telling you to slow down, take a minute, don't do nothing just yet. There you are. Six of Pentacles. Definitely seeking advice here, okay? So, again, you could be hyper aware of everything I just explained between you and someone. And it's like, how do I balance this out so that at the end of the day, I don't owe anything? Like, I don't have anything left over. Because I think that's honestly how the divine is trying to set you up in this situation, Taurus, Gemini, to where you've done your role, you've played your part, you've learned what you've learned, you've given what you've given. But you might be trying to avoid hurting this person's feelings or disappointing them in some way, which is just going to be inevitable. And I'm sorry to tell you that, Taurus, Gemini, but that disappointment in and of itself will be a gift to this person because it will lead them where they need to go. And that's the emotion. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Thank you. That's the emotional bond. I don't want to abandon this person because maybe this person has shared their abandonment wounds. Maybe you both have abandonment issues. So you're like knowing how that feels. I don't want someone else to feel that way. But you're not responsible. And that could be the Ten of Wands too. You're not responsible for other people's healing, Taurus, Gemini. And you can't cut or tamper or tailor your life to try to help almost someone else. Tell me more about this Six of Pentacles with sisterhood. Tell me more about this Six of Pentacles with sisterhood. Thank you. Oh, we got a little too many, but we got the Eight of Swords, the Three, yeah. The Eight of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles would say yes. That is what you don't see about this bond that you have, this soul tie. It's because of the abandonment, the Five of Pentacles. That feeling of being left out in the cold, left behind. Maybe you guys both had parents that abandoned you. And so you just have an issue with leaving people or letting them go, no matter how it's hurting you or holding you back or you don't really see how being in that energy is holding you back from enjoying yourself. Three of Cups. And so maybe there is someone close to you that points this out to you, or maybe already has Taurus Gemini. And if they have, they are spot on with what the soul tie is between you and this person. It's the feeling of someone close to me betrayed me by leaving me out in the cold. Leaving me when I needed them the most. It's an attachment that can often be mistaken for love, when if you both were to heal this attachment, you wouldn't have resonance with one another. And that's honestly what I feel. It's the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. Now, do I believe that pairs and elements can go well with one another? Sure. But I think that's why Spirit is pointing it out in this way. If you were to both heal this abandonment wound, do your work around taking these three swords out of your heart, cleaning them up, understanding them, and getting into the Four of Swords, making peace with whatever this wound is or whatever created the wound, you both would not have resonance with one another. This is what's holding you two together. The Eight of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles, running away, turning a blind eye to the pain, and feeding the womb of, well, we'll just be abandoned together. We'll be, you know what I mean? Like, we'll be on the outside. Like, it's trauma bonding. And that's what I was saying, where this is a scenario and a situation where you both are in connection and have this active soul tie to choose yourselves, to heal and to choose yourself. Tell me more about the Six of Pentacles here, Divine. Okay, more chunks. I guess we got more to say before we move forward. The Six of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so again, some of you might feel, no, I don't have that issue. I'm fine. I'm in the Nine of Pentacles. Five of Swords, Six of Swords would say it's great that, you know, okay, energy doesn't lie, right? I almost feel like you'd be deceiving yourself to say that that's not the case. Some of you aren't ready to accept that that's what has you connected to this person, and that's okay. Because again, like I said, the Tower will come. I keep hearing that the Tower is coming. So if you don't want to see it now, that's fine. The Divine will show you. Okay? But ultimately, again, it will be a gift for both of you to actually step into your power in this way. To really hone in on your own Nine of Pentacles vibration and be open to what is actually for you. Ace of Pentacles. What's really in alignment and what really... the relationship seeds you're meant to grow. But if you keep throwing seeds at each other and then getting upset with why it's not growing, it's because it's not fertile soil between you two. It's not meant to. It's not meant to. Okay? And I know that that's hard to hear. I know that might not be easy to accept. But it just is. Tell me about... Thank you, Divine. I was like, can we get one card? And so that's what Spirit wanted to say. And again, you could be getting this advice already from a feminine figure around you here, Taurus, Gemini. That like something has to be balanced and learned here. in order for you, Taurus Gemini, to actually step into your power, come out of the Eight of Swords, the Three of Swords energy. Tell me more about the Six of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. This could also be like someone telling you that you need to be single for a while. Slow down and be single for a minute. After this, yeah, let things kind of shift in your world, shift in your life. Shift your focus onto building your Nine of Pentacles. And this is what I mean when the Wheel of Fortune, it's change happening, change coming. Something is not yet set in stone. Something is about to abruptly shift. The Wheel of Fortune is to say that what is coming will benefit you, even if it comes in the form of like a tower, because they're telling me that this is like a warning. Warning. Something's about to switch up. Something's about to change. Prepare yourself. Balance whatever needs to be balanced now. But the Knight of Pentacles would say that making that step or taking that step is difficult, especially with the Ten of Swords behind it. Now, we will have it extended here, Taurus Gemini, over on my Patreon. You can find that link in my description box below. And in that extended, we are going to see a little bit more from the tarot, from the bottom of the deck, to kind of just further clarify what's come out here. And then we're going to pull from the Sacred Geometry of Relationships Oracle to really better understand the lessons that need to be learned between you and this person. So maybe that can give you a little bit of clarity and a little bit of guidance on what really needs to be balanced, why there is this emotional soul tie, and maybe how to address it. And then we're going to look underneath it all with a new Love Note Oracle deck that I found by Luna Sage Soul called Underneath It All. Beautiful rose theme, right? Very on brand here at Cusp of Roses, but this is a love and relationships oracle to just see where this person's head at, where their heart is at, what they feel towards this connection, what they want you to know. All right, so that'll be over in the extended. Again, it will be a live reading over on Patreon shortly after we end this live. But first, let's go ahead and clarify the Ten of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. So, Divine, tell me more here for Taurus Gemini regarding the Ten of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. The Moon. I do feel like you are hiding whatever is shifting and changing for you mentally from this person. Yeah. Some of you maybe want to make this change or this shift in the middle of the night, or kind of in quiet or in secret. That's what I mean. I don't think you've been honest about how your mind is shifting and changing when it comes to this connection. Your intuition is also weighing heavy on you. That's what I mean. Your soul, the moon is soul energy too. Your soul is talking to you, Taurus Gemini, very loudly and very clearly. Getting you to make a choice or a decision about how to get up from these 10 swords. You either start over with the Ace of Swords, or you head into the Court of Swords. Start at the page. I almost even get with this sisterhood, someone says that this is a cycle. Like, again, you and this person maybe go through this cycle time and time and time and time again. And with the Knight of Pentacles, it's like, when will it end? When will this stop? When will you guys kind of pause and really see it for what it is? So there clearly is someone around you, Taurus Gemini, that sees what I'm saying, or like is saying or feels the same way, and is expressing that to you, or will express that to you. Tell me more about the Knight of Pentacles here, Divine. Ace of Cups with the Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Not opening the heart. Slow to opening the heart. I almost get the Knight of Pentacles as hesitation. Because, you know, it's almost like someone's like, it's like someone might be questioning you, Taurus-Gemini, and asking you, like, when you're with this person, shouldn't it feel good to be with them? Because to be quite honest, this is a love reading, and the cup was the last card out. And there's no cups between the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. It's all pentacle and wand and air. Business, almost. Something about this connection has either become very business-like. Someone could definitely have a lot of Capricorn in their chart. But there's some holding back the Ace of Cups. I think that's it. For some of you, it's the simple fact that you know, your soul knows that you can't give your heart to this person. But it's the emotional bond, the soul tie that makes you stay connected to them, hoping that that one day can change. Might you be hoping for something that isn't meant to happen? Four of Cups. Others of you, this is what I meant by if this doesn't unfold the way that it's meant to, or unfold naturally or organically, or however the divine wants to set this up, then it does put a hold and a block on an Ace of Cups that wants to come in for you, Taurus Gemini. Someone who wants what you want or complements what you want. Nine of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune. Or someone who knows what they want or is a little bit more sure of themselves with the Nine of Pentacles. But some of you are in this Four of Cups energy. My soul is telling me that there's a cup to my right, but I want to stay focused on these Three of Cups. I'm going to ignore it. Because it's just because of the strength of this soul tie. Yeah. All right, Taurus Gemini. I know that was probably not the love reading that you maybe wanted in this moment, but it's clearly a message that needed to be heard for someone out there. If this was your message or this resonates with you in a relationship situation that you have going on, let me know that in the comments down below, you guys. And again, this could be a fair warning for what's to come between you and someone that I think your soul is already kind of talking to you about and trying to prep you for, Taurus Gemini. But I hope that this reading served you well. I hope it gave you some clarity, some insight, some confirmation, again, around what your soul was already guiding you to. And let me know your thoughts. I love to hear from you guys in the comments. It really does make my day. So I can't wait to talk to you guys about it down there. And if I don't see you over on Patreon for the extended reading, Taurus Gemini, I will hopefully see you in our next one. All right. Thank you again, Aurora, for being here. Welcome back. Thank you, Estrella, as well, for your love and showing up in the chat. I appreciate y'all, Aurora. I am going to be reading these over soon, okay? But thank you, love. All right. All right, Taurus Gemini. Sending you a lot of love, a lot of strength, a lot of courage, a lot of peace to navigate this. And to trust that the more you follow your soul, the more that you tune in and ask what you need to do. Because I think that's just really what it is. It's having to trust what your soul knows and move in accordance with that and have faith in that. think the better off you'll ultimately be here. Okay? All right, y'all. Ooh, namaste.